Greetings. Peace and blessings be upon y'all. This is your host, giving you the most, Satyagur, aka Elias Lambert C. Davenport. This is the God is King movement, and you can always email me or contact me at godisking@gmail. And you can say Satyagur. Okay? This is about this verse here. You shall not pass. When we think of this word, you shall not pass, that means that you have came to a roadblock. Rather it be in your life, rather it be spiritual, mentally, or physically, we all have came to this in our heads. Something saying that I can't go further. Something is saying that somebody would not allow me to go further. Something is saying that you don't have the courage to go further. So it tells you, you shall not pass. So, just like anything would say, and I'll tell you, and it says, and we have to be strong and do exactly this. So the evil forces, to all those physically, mentally, and spiritually that try to block us, we must say this. Do y'all understand that? Do y'all get that? We will say it again. Brothers and sisters, we cannot allow anyone to discourage us and tell us we cannot pass. And the simple fact they saying that we cannot pass is because they don't want us to have what they have. Am I right or wrong? So they keep us in a bond. They keep us in the lockdown that we are in because we believe that we cannot pass. Because when you knock out the P, that's what we are. We're like donkeys. We on the road and then we stop. Numbers 22 says, but he said, you shall not pass through. Edom came out against them with a large army and with strong force. So the Edomites were the ones who prevented the Israelites from going to this King Highway. Okay, so they perhaps had to go a long way around. And they were hungry, the cattle was hurting, and they basically was losing faith. This is what happened to all of us as people of lower status and stature in society. Society tells us, you shall not pass because you're a labor force worker. And once in a while, they take a labor force worker and put him or her up on this pedestal to create a situation of envy, not jealousy, of envy. I'll give you a fine example of that. The forces of darkness have put Obama in office to produce a state of envy, for us to look at him and glorify him, like the Messiah said in the last verses that I gave you out of Luke, right? Out of Luke 7. I said Luke 7, and it says, Luke 7, 15, 16, 17, 18. He says, and he says with the verses 16, my teachings is not my own. Jesus, it comes from him who sent me. 17, if anyone desires to do his will, he will know whether my teachings is from God or whether I speak on my own. He who speaks on his own authority seeks his own glory, but he who seeks the glory of the one who sent him is a man of truth. In him there is no falsehood. So, I am here as such a guru to let you know that the falsehood that was created about the Messiah, you shall not pass. You shall not pass. Because I've just read to you that the Messiah, that you call Jesus Christ in the Bible, and in the Torahs in the ground, they all use this word. I don't know why they use it, because they do, quote unquote, know the name of the Messiah in its rightful term. They chose to use this Jesus, so that means that there's some power going on behind closed doors. However, let's keep it as is. The Messiah, I love that. You shall not pass with the falsehood that y'all have been given for thousands of years by now, right? To billions of people by now. You shall not pass with that type of idolatry, that type of worshiping a human being. Jesus was sent by the Creator, the Most High Supreme Being, and all glory goes back to the Most High Supreme Being. He has said, I do not have authority. Let me read that for you again so you can understand this. Because I know that y'all have been sunk in so hard with the lie of Satan, the lie of Lucifer, that you cannot understand the scriptures because you've been brainwashed to listen to just the person who has authority, quote unquote, authority, quote unquote, but y'all not coming with the truth. As they said, who is this man that speaks these words of law? What school? Who was he? Who taught him? Where did he learn? You know? It says, 18. This is John 7:18. He who speaks on his own authority speaks his own glory. Now we know that this is not the Messiah. This is not the person you call Jesus Christ, right? He does not speak on his own authority, nor is he seeking his own glory. And y'all don't understand. Every time he ran away, when they tried to make him a king, he did the damn gone thing. He walked on water. You know, he knew that people was going to try to put him to the status of celebrity and start to glorify him instead of glorifying the King, the Most High Supreme Lord of all of the universes, of the seen and the unseen. And he said, but he who seeks the glory of the one who sent him. Now, when you read the first time, it comes from him who sent me. That was 16. My teachings is not my own. My teachings is not my own. Jesus is saying this. My teachings is not my own. It comes from him who sent me. Now, when we look at it, he who speaks on his own authority seeks his own glory, but he who seeks the glory of the one who sent him. Say it again. Who sent him? Who was that? That was the Most High sent him. And then, of course, by him speaking the Most High word and glorifying the Most High, how could he be falsehood? See, but y'all don't understand. Satan, you shall not pass. No, you should not pass. You go around and you have created a cluster block. You have every religion deviated. Every religion deviated. And hiding the spiritual text, thinking that the Creator can get through all of your smoke screens, chemtrails and all of this, and radio frequencies, and all types of things you use to try to block the message. But now the time has come that the righteous ones should rise up, and you shall be held accountable. You said it. Give it to the day of respite. Did they not say that? That's what he said. And that's from the Quran. And I tell everybody, the Most High sent prophets to every ethnic group in the world. And every ethnic group has deviated by the leaders who came after the prophets were left when they journeyed to the next world. They all said who would take charge, who will be in control. As it is written in 1 Samuel, he says to Samuel, it is not you that they rejected, it is I. Who is the I? It's not Jesus Christ. It is the Creator. We continue to reject the Creator. Rather you be a Muslim, a Christian, a Jew, a Hindu, a Buddhist, a Zatorian, and many other different beliefs out there. It's over 4,000. We all have fell short, and now it's time to go back to the basics. What is the basics? It is simple. The basics is this, y'all. God is King. Can y'all relate to that? That's the basics. And from that, God is King. From there, Nami Ye Ohimi. From there, nothing shall pass. Not even say you shall not pass for sure. And we have to come together and we unite and understand that. And once again, before I leave, let's get it one more time. Brothers and sisters, let it be that Satan shall not pass, and that we are coming through. And no Edomite, no person of that kind is going to allow us not to pass that Sirat al-Mustaqim, that straight path. And it says that's where Satan lies and waits for us. And he says that to us. You shall not pass. And let us put on our armor, as is written in the Bible, it's written in the Quran, it's written in the Torah, it's written in the Bhagavad Gita, it's written in all the books. Put on your armor and let's go forth to through that path, the straight and narrow path. And although he waits and lies, and although some of us will fall, only to get back up again and go again behind the ranks of God's warrior spiritual warriors on this planet. I leave y'all with the blessings, with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I leave you with Lala Tov. I leave you with Shalom. I leave you with Shanti. And as always, I like to say this. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May blessings be to the woman who have the words of inside of her. She is our gateway of all souls that enter into this dimension. She is to be loved, respected, to have joy, to be cared for, and to guard and protect. She is the gatekeeper of the souls that enter our world. And the Mother Earth is the gatekeeper of the souls that will exit our world. May we give thanks to the Creator in creating the beauty of both of these entities. And may we continue to serve them as they serve us in a loving, binding, unconditional agreement to be and share the love that the Creator has for all of us. I also like to leave you with the words that is spoken in the Quran of the open chapter. And although this is the open chapter, it is also the closing chapter. It is where we see that the Creator is to be worshipped alone, and there should be none partners, associates, anything ascribed to His name. No La ilaha illallah and Muhammad Rasulullah does not add up with the Creator. It is La ilaha illallah, and that is only the one. All glory goes to the Creator, not to none of the prophets, not to the Messiah, who says that he was sent, and the one who sent him is the one who gets the glory. So there is no glory that goes to our prophets. There's a thanks, but that is it. As if we open the doors for each other, there's a thanks. For we know that surely we all would have been lost in the ways if it wasn't for the Creator calling us. And also we should be grateful that we had ears to listen and eyes to see and hands to hold and the feet to walk towards the Creator. And may we continue to walk towards this Creator in a loving, peaceful, kind way. And may you forgive us for all our iniquities, for all our sins, for all our misbehaviors, and for all our fallings and doubt. We ask you to make us stronger, to give us courage, to give us wisdom, to give us strength, and to put on the best armor ever to fight against such a spiritual force that is seen and unseen. We ask this in your most glorious name. Amen. Thank you. to all the YouTubers who watch my channel. I know that spirituality is something hard for many of y'all. I could get that because of the falsehoods that was taught to y'all by all of the religious leaders out there in the world. But now the time has come, even in the imperfection of Satagura, you will see the truth of the Creator. For surely I do not speak on my own behalf, but that truth that is with the Creator is what is the authority to speak. Even though my own vocabulary and my tones and my pronunciation and grammar is nowhere near the best of them, but my heart is closer to the Creator. I ask all of y'all who look on my YouTube to come together and let us talk in the peace and love and joy and happiness and the protection of where we should be at, instead of looking at the one who says, "You shall not pass." I greet y'all with blessings and kindness. Lala Tova, take care, and Takum Alam.